Alright, greetings and salutations everyone. It's me, Samius once again, giving you your tutorial here. This time on the last bit of Sentinels of Stormreach, the final battle, aka The Tide Turns. Again, we're going to show you how I go through the quest. We'll kind of try to touch on things that are interesting and important like always. But for the most part, this is another quest that I feel like, yeah, you put on your big boy pants and you kind of just run through the straight line that is the quest. Not too much deviation. You can deviate a little bit. You can like jump through some weird hoops and go around a weird direction, but it makes the quest like way longer. So I don't really recommend it. So what I like to do is I zerg past all this junk and get up here and get this guy doing his talking. Then I like to just pick a corner, cast my crowd control, get my fighting on. Now as he oh, there's some sort of Reaper out here. Oh no, it's a Fear Reaper too. That's gross. As he yaks, there it is, good. Come here, Fear Reaper. Time goes by and then more NPCs spawn in this room. Just what we're really looking for, because I don't want to have to clear all this trash in this first room. That's not for me. That's for the NPCs. The NPCs can do it. NPCs love cleaning trash. And that means this guy can get in here and we can go through this part of the conversation and we can just move on. Yeah, instead of having to take the time to kill all this trash. Not our problem field. Not our problem field at all. Alright. Knock out this first mate. Now, if we don't attack this caster over there, then she won't come at us. We can just carry on with our quest. What did you shoot at? Should have been anything to shoot at. Again, the sorcerers are like the dangerous things, generally. Alright, once the door opens, there's a lever on the inside. You don't have to talk to that NPC. I know a lot of people will stand there and talk to him, but you don't have to. It's not a requirement. Alright, and now this is where things start to get a little weird. Inside this back hallway with the pipes and stuff. Oh, see. With the pipes and stuff going on, especially if you experience a little bit of lag, you'll get jumped around, bumped around. Wait right up here for a second. Alright, we got the gust to fire off. We're gonna hit our no. I was gonna show you how to do it and then I screwed all up because that went off again. And we didn't even get our moss. Alright. So once you go up here the first time, it starts to trigger that pipe overload. Oh, too long. It took too long. If you can wait for that gust of wind to go off, you can pick up that moss and run over here without getting flown across the room. Okay. This lever opens this one half of this back door for people. So say you have people here who struggle with making jumps. If somebody can get past them, then they can just get down to the floor, climb up, and jump through. But because we're by ourselves, like always, we're gonna have to do it all. So this is another rare instance of Featherfall is a good idea. Turn it on, jump over here. And we're going to jump back to this pipe over here. And then just jump back to where we were, basically. If you struggle at any point with this, just take your time, come across. It doesn't matter if you fall down and you got to work your way back again. It doesn't matter. You're not in a time crunch. Just relax. Just relax. Alright, so what I like to do, as long as I have enough jump, which I have a jump spell, so I like to jump up to here. If I jump up to here, then we can mosey over to this valve and pull it, and we don't have to do anything else. We're good. We've opened the door over here. Now, if your jump is bad, you can't make it straight from here to there, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, assuming I can remember, I'm going to run over here, jump to this pipe, come over here, jump up this ladder, get our collectible. This also happens to be the spot where the other valve is for this. You can just jump. Do a little jump hanger trick. You can just jump over here. This isn't, that's not that hard. I guess I just should jump straight instead of try to jump over here at the angle. But you can jump, pull yourself up over here, run over, and as you can see, you can easily walk over to that valve. So, again, it's not a big deal. You don't have to make the crazy jumps. It just makes it a little bit quicker. Now, the crazy jumps are going to be a detriment here now, because all this tunnel with these low-hanging pipes, it's real easy to grab one of these pipes and end up pulling yourself up, and then you're like, ah! And it's difficult to deal with it. See, like right here, I almost always end up grabbing that top pipe for no good reason. But where'd you come from? I thought we got all the rats. Alright. I'm not going to shrine back there, but you could. Now, there's a couple of bad guys that walk around in here. This is another area where the bad guys do take damage from the traps. There's not that many quests in DDO where that is the case, but this is definitely one of them. So, if you're like me and you get the opportunity, even if you're like not great at ranged, it doesn't take that much to get started. To get these guys to come at you. Alright, now, this is always one of the tricky parts. If you cannot disable traps, you can run through this whole area. It's not impossible. You kind of stay to the sides, right? Stay to the sides, jump over things, wait for timing. Except over here. Over here, it's the same basic idea of stay to the sides, but you gotta be much more careful. Apparently I can't disable the traps here. But this case, on the fire traps, it's fine to stand on the tables. On the cold traps, you cannot. And then this control panel likes to hide what? Unblock it. It's just gonna stay blocked forever. Let's see if we just like... Here we go. Okay, so this this control panel, like I was saying, likes to hide on this end of the trap box. So like it can be here, it can be here. I've seen it over here a bunch of times, and I've seen it over here once or twice too, I believe. But it's almost always on this end. I feel like I have seen it over here once or twice, but don't count on that being the rule. That's definitely an exception. It's almost always down here somewhere, almost always in this corner, in my experience, which is my experience. So, grain of salt. If you have like absolutely astounding evasion, a lot of times I will come down here, open the chest, go back, pull things from this room through this trap. Like if my ability to kill monsters is not great, believe it or not, sometimes my builds are better at survivability than doing damage. Like they're built to outlast the mobs, not kill the mobs before I run out of hit points. It's weird. I play lots of different play styles, and sometimes that means that if there's a quest where I get to take advantage of the traps, then I do that. Doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes. I did believe I was on a quest on a life where the saves would have been pretty simple on the hardcore server, and I ran through that ice trap, and I passed a whole bunch of them, but I failed like 2. And it's never the ones that you pass that kill you. It's always the ones that you fail that kill you. So let's talk about this hallway. There's lots of ways to do this hallway. I'll show you mine, and then you can do the other. But a lot of people will stand back here and fight all this stuff in the doorway. Pish posh. Let's get this stuff in the traps. That's why we have traps. So, I'm up and around this corner. A bunch of awesome spinny blade traps. And again, another situation where you can stand on all this junk. Get all this aggro. Oh, they're almost here. Let's walk around this corner a little bit more. Anybody else? But you want to come get some? Again, you can leave some of that stuff alone. You don't mess with it, it won't mess with you. Kind of situation. Oh, that was a big hit. What is up with the control panels today? Alright. We'll eat this lost soul so we don't have to shrine. We'll just get out of here. Now, normally I would just run out of this quest, or not out of the quest, out of the hallway right here. So I'm going to,
This door leads out to the very
and just
top of
whoop.
the tower.
I got 3 dudes behind me that are active. Whatever, not a big deal. Let it go.
Screaming for your blood.
All right, so I said I would talk about the other side, or the other way that you could do that quest or that hallway. Again, it's a matter of holding the hallway and fighting, which is a strategy I do really like, assuming that there's not some way that I can add in a whole bunch of extra damage for free. In this case, wow, solar cruelty. In this case, the ability to be able to not worry about it and just run through the traps and get the bad guys in the traps for me, I feel like is an advantage. So I like to do that whenever I can instead. Alright, up here there'll be a bunch of trash. This time we have to knock that guy out. But then I like to just keep moving. Stand kind of behind this a little bit, where I can still pull this lever, but no one can attack me. And then kind of just clean up whatever's still aggroed on me. Go around the way that we came. Clean up whatever miscellaneous trash we happen to find. This is a good opportunity to just like give yourself something to do. You can run in here and do nothing, right? Like you can jump in here and just wait, but it's going to take time for that lever to blow up the Crimson Moonstone. And you can't proceed past it until this screen goes white anyway. So you might as well give it a minute. Have a good time. Alright. I like to pull this guy in this direction. Okay, now that he has spawned, I like to go in here, clean this trash. Yeah, I know there's lots of people out there who would rather keep that guy out there and just wait and clean up all this junk at the end. But I'm not that guy. So now that that room is clear, come back in here. This guy's almost done with his rant. Okay, now while he's disappearing and healing up, we can come back in here. Water elementals will spawn. He's aggro. Oh, fire breathed again. That's fine, we got him. So while we're cleaning that up, he will chase us into this room, and we can just finish him off. No problem. Quest took 16 minutes. Could be better. Could be better. Alright. I just pick up all this junk. Anything we don't want can get fed straight to your trash can. Except for the Chimera's Breast. You can't feed rune arms to the trash can. So we'll just leave that lying here. And there we go. Easy peasy. Alright, that's the capstone of Tide Turns and the Sentinels of Stormreach chain. The reason it's really important is because the Three Barrel Cove quest and this quest, they work together to form a saga that you can go get. I don't think we care about any of this stuff. That you can go get in Three Barrel Cove. Do I need another one of these? Kinda. I don't know how long it'll be before I do another monk build, so I guess we'll just take another Midnight Greetings. They're just gonna get eaten anyway. Alright, get in our horsey. I think we're gonna have to do a couple of quests out in Three Barrel Cove at some point here before we level up as well for the video series. But I want to run out here and show you what saga I'm talking about and where it is. It's just part of this capstone video. So you jump over to Three Barrel Cove. It'll be this dude right here. List of quests. I skipped Irestone Inlet. We'll do that on the next series. But if you're a VIP, you can skip a quest for free, and then bam, there we go. You'll notice it's 2,600, which is about what we've been getting from the quests. In fact, it's even maybe a little bit more. Like we got 14,000 from that Tide Turns quest. So it's let's call it a quest and a half, maybe. And that's usually enough for basically a rank. So right now we're 47, and right here. So it was a little less than a full rank in this case, but still very, very good for the extra amount of work. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Toodles.